This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to Pega Trainings. This is Chandra. So I have total 9 years of Pega experience and 4 years of training experience, and I'm still working in a very big MNC using which I can able to give you the best business scenarios. So which will be very useful in your interview as well as your job career. Okay, so this is all about me. So let's get started. Okay, so before learning about Pega, I think we'll be having many questions in your mind, like what is Pega? So why Pega? What are all the salaries of Pega? Okay, what will be the scope of it? Okay, what will be the certifications in Pega? Okay, if we join Pega for how many years we will be surviving the market? Okay, and if we are from non-IT background, am I eligible for Pega? Okay, so these type of questions you'll be getting in your mind. Okay, so let's discuss each and everything. Maybe after 5 to 10 minutes, you'll be getting clear idea about each and every question. Maybe at the end of the class also, you might be, if you get any questions, we can discuss it. No issues. So let's get started. So the very first question, what we get in our mind about this is, what is Pega? Okay, so the simple answer for this is Pega is used for developing web applications. Okay, so Pega will be used mainly for developing web applications. There are many web applications created from past many years, almost like from past 20 to 30 years. We have this IT industry, and there are already web applications being built so far. But now, what is Pega coming and doing today? So, what is the specialty of Pega? Why is Pega mostly used in order to develop these applications? That we'll discuss now. Okay. So all the applications which are already built will be having three kind of layers. So any web application should be having three kind of layers. So the first layer will be like an user interface layer or front end layer, what we call, and middle layer will be like business logic layer or the back end layer. Okay, and it will be having one database layer also. So each and every application should be having these three layers. So in the front end layer or the UI layer, generally we use HTML5 or CSS. HTML, not only 5, HTML or CSS for the styling part, for the design and styling. And they will be using some other technologies also for the scripting part. Like they have to use JavaScript library. So within that they can able to go for jQuery or AngularJS, React.js, Bootstrap.js, Backbone.js, likewise. So any of the scripting library has to be used in part of front end designing. Okay, and in the business logic layer or the backend layer, they will be going with either Java or .NET or Python, likewise. Okay, any of these technologies are to be used in the backend, and it has to be connected to some external database also. Okay, they might be using either Oracle, Microsoft SQL, MongoDB, Postgres, likewise. Okay, so we have to come across all these technologies in order to develop one web application. So in front end layer, we have to use these many technologies. In the back end, we have to use these many technologies and the database also. But now with Pega, what are all the technologies that is necessary in order to develop one web application has been completely automated. You need not have knowledge on HTML. You need not have knowledge on JavaScript or Java or database queries. So without we having knowledge on any of these technologies, we can become one normal web developer with Pega. Why? Because Pega is one automated tool which has all the technologies automated in it. So it has automated with Java from the backend. It has automated with latest markup language, that is HTML5. So for the design and styling, HTML5 is the latest one. Okay, so with that, Pega got completely automated in the front end part. So in interviews, so మీరు interviews కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు they will not be asking you any of the question on Java. They will not be asking you questions on database queries. Okay, so they will not be asking you questions on JavaScript or anything. They will be just asking you questions on what is Pega, Pega tool and its implementation, how to use that Pega tool. So these kind of questions only they will be asking. So without we having knowledge on any of these technologies, we can become end-to-end web developer using this Pega. That is the specialty. So Pega specialty into అర్థమైంది కదా. So what are all the technologies that are responsible or that are necessary to develop one web application? All these are completely automated. Without we having knowledge on any of these technologies, we can able to become an end-to-end web developer. Okay, so there is no coding part here. Why? Because everything is completely automated. Front end part, middle part, and the database layer, everything got completely automated. We need not write a single database queries in order to retrieve the data. We need not know the single piece of Java code. Okay, We need not have the knowledge on JavaScript library or HTML. Even then, we can able to replace all these developers. Suppose if there is one Java developer, I can able to replace him. Why? Because whatever the work he is doing, I can able to do everything using Pega without having knowledge also. That is the specialty. So from the client perspective, Pega will be very beneficial. Why? Because all the things are completely automated. And from our perspective, resources perspective, Pega is also very advantage. Why? Because there is no coding at all. Without coding, we can able to become end-to-end web developer. Finally, developing a website is very important for the client. And how are we developing is like mattering for us. So we are developing without coding there. So that will be very big advantages. So irrespective of your background, you might be either from non-IT or you might be having some gap in your career, or you might be having some other things. If you are still pursuing a BTech also, no issues. So whatever might be the your standard background, you can still become complete web developer using this Pega tool. Okay, so only logic will be important here. You need not have to write any coding also. That is the specialty of this Pega tool. So each and every technology got completely automated when we can just simply use it. That's it. So we need not create it. We can just simply use it. So there are many other marketing BPM tools in the market, but out of which Pega is having most demand. I'll tell you why. So now you got right. So Pega is one tool which got all the necessary technologies completely automated. So Pega is the tool which is completely developed on Java. So in the background, they are using Java. And in the front end, they are using the latest markup language, that is HTML5. HTML5 is the latest one, which is used to design with the necessary styles. So that part is completely included. So this is the advanced tool. That is the thing. So as I told you, all the UI technologies and the backend technologies and the database layers also completely included in one tool called Pega. Okay, this uses Java and HTML5. This is also discussed. Suppose if we want to design one sample web page, as I told you, Pega is a tool which is to develop one sample web pages, which is to develop one web applications. Suppose if we want to design one sample registration form, okay, so with other technologies, what we will be doing? Suppose if we are not using Pega, what I have to do? I have to design some part with the front-end developers, and rest of the part will be developed by Java developers, and remaining part will be developed by database developers likewise. But with Pega, if you want to do the same kind of work, you need not have these many developers. So only one Pega developer can able to do front-end work as well as the back-end work and the database work also without having knowledge on all these. Suppose if I'm trying to design this sample web page to capture first name, last name, email ID, mobile number, gender, likewise. So in order to create this, we have to have some controls. So this is one text box control. So we call this as a control technically. So for the text box, I have one control. For checkbox, we need to have one control. Okay, for radio buttons, for drop downs, okay, for calendar. So these kind of things. For each and every part that has to be in the user interface, those are to be called as a control, and those we need not create it. So in Pega, I need not create any text box. Okay, I need not create any checkbox. So these controls are also completely automated. As I told you, front-end part is also completely automated in terms of controls. Whatever the control you want, you can just simply drag and drop. We need not create anything. But with other technologies like HTML, what you have to do, you have to write your own code. So you have to write one input code for this text box and one input code for the checkbox, for input code for the radio button. Likewise, for each and every control, you have to write your own input box. Sorry, you have to write your input code. But with Pega, as I told you, controls are completely automated. You can just simply drag and drop. So I'll just show you the Pega tool. So if you can able to understand, that will be great. So this is the sample Pega tool. And here I am trying to register few things. Okay, so this is my registration page, let us say. So I'm trying to include first name, and these are the controls, and this is the calendar control likewise, and this is the button. So whatever the control you want, either calendar or map, this is the Google map I have included, and we can able to include YouTube videos also, everything. Okay, everything is possible with Pega. So whatever the thing you want to include, just drag and drop. So here we'll be having all the controls automated. Okay, if you want to include one extra radio button, just drag and drop. Okay, or if you want to include any of the things like text area, you can just simply drag and drop whatever the thing you want. You can just simply drag and drop without we creating it anything. Okay, if I just save it, that's it. After we drag and drop as part of user interface design, if we just save it, we can able to see the output in fraction of seconds. This is the output. So I have just included few radio buttons there, right? So let me refresh and check. Okay, so whatever the controls or changes I'm trying to make there, everything will be impacted in fraction of seconds. But with other technologies, it will be taking very long time for me. So in order to include one text box or check boxes, it will be taking minimum of 15 minutes. But with Pega, it is not taking more than 10 seconds. So that is how it got completely automated. Okay, we can able to include all the necessary details here. And suppose if we want to just check for the Google Maps also, that is fine. I'm trying to enter some meaningful pin code. So we have to get it. So this is Hyderabad pin code. I'm getting my Hyderabad address. Okay, likewise. So we can able to include Google Maps also or YouTube's also, everything, whatever the thing that can be done as part of normal traditional design, everything can be done with this Pega also. But in very less time, not even 10% of the normal time what we are taking there. So that is the advantage of Pega. So we can able to design each and everything. Okay, so front end part is completely automated as discussed. Suppose after we capturing these details, what will be the next thing? We'll be just clicking on register button as per this design. So once we click on register button, what will be the next step? I have to store all this information into the database. Correct, right? After we registering the person, what will be the next step? Actually, we'll be having all this data stored into database. That is one thing. And second thing is we will be sending one automated mail to the customer. So thank you for registering with us, or thank you for placing an order in Amazon. So these kind of automated mails will be coming, linking to the customer mail ID. Okay, so these kind of requirements also can be easily achieved. Actually, on clicking on register button, we have to write our own Java code. Usually, we have to write our own Java code or .NET code, what might be the backend you are using. Once you submit that, data has to be initially processed and it has to be put it in the database. So there you have to write some extra queries in order to store this data into database, and you have to write some extra Java code to send one customized email to the concerned person. But with this Pega, as I told you, Java is also completely automated. You need not write a single Java code to send the email in this scenario. Okay, you need not write a single database query to store this necessary information in the database. And you need not write a query in order to retrieve the data back from database to user interface. Okay, so everything, these kind of each and everything got completely automated. Okay, I'm clicking on register button. Whatever the Java code that is already there in Pega, we have to identify and make use of it. That's it. Suppose my requirement here is on clicking on register button. On clicking on register button here, so whatever the mail ID that person is entering here, okay, so to that mail ID, whatever the mail ID that person is entering, to that mail ID, I have to send one customized email. Thank you for registering with us. So this kind of email I have to send it. Okay. So in that scenario, as I told you, we have to write some extra Java code, right? Usually, but with Pega, the Java code is also completely automated in terms of an activities. Okay, so activity is one rule in Pega. In Pega we call it we call as rule only each and everything. So automated Java will be there in Pega in terms of an activities. Suppose there will be one automated activity called send email notification. So you try to understand. So send email notification is one automated activity. So as I told you, Java got completely automated in terms of an activity, and whatever the Java code that is responsible or that is necessary in order to send the customized email, that is already there for us. If we just open it, we can able to see all the necessary Java code here. If you're not understanding anything, no issues at all. Why? Because they will not be asking you to write any of the Java code on your own. So this is the automated Java code, and Java got completely automated in terms of an activities. That is what we are discussing, and we have to just identify this activity name. That's it. So once we identify this activity name, we can just include it from here. Okay, whatever the mail ID that we have to send to the concerned person, that mail ID will be sending as an input here. So only for this mail ID I have to send the email, right? So that is the thing. So on clicking register button, whatever the Java code that is actually required in normal cases, that is already been developed in Pega, and that Java code I can just simply make use of it. You can see it here. So this is the Java code. You can just simply make use of it. You need not understand anything here. If you don't understand, also no issues. We don't have any loss there. So we have to just identify this name and we have to just make use of this name here. That's it. So sending an mail to the concerned person will be completed. And after that, what will be the next approach usually? Whatever the information we enter there, we have to store it in the database. That is what we are discussing. So even further, you need not write a single DB query. Okay, whatever the data we entering here, automatically on clicking on register button or submit button, data will be immediately pushed to the concerned data table, whatever the table is linked to it. Okay, so we need not write a single DB query also. But without Pega, we have to write our own Java code to send this data, to process this data and to store it into the database. And we have to write for few database queries there. Okay, and for the email triggering also we have to write our own code. But with Pega, we need not write anything. So even in the real time also, they will not be asking you to write any extra Java code on top of it. So there will be some other BPM tools like Salesforce also. So there also almost like code got automated, but you have to write your own coding on top of it. At least like 30 to 40%, you have to write your own coding. But with Pega, they will not be asking you. Even if you want to write also, they will not be asking you to write your own code. Why? Because performance issues will be there. So I might be writing Java code in one way and you might be writing in another way. Okay, so if you follow best standards, I may not follow best standards, then output might be same. For the time's sake, we might be getting the best output in both the ways, but performance issues will be there. So that is the reason Pega is developed with completely automated in order to build the performance. Okay, so if we are getting a chance to write our customized code, performance issues will be coming. So that is the reason they will not be allowing us to write our own Java code on top of it. Even if you don't know, also no issues at all. Fine, right? So whatever the necessary things that is responsible to store the data into database or to send to customized concerned party, okay, or if you want to integrate with the third party applications, anything, what might be, everything got completely automated. We have to just know how it got implemented. That's it. Based on that only we can able to implement in our scenarios. Okay, so as I told you, Pega is used to develop web applications. So to be more technical, there will be two types of applications. That is like applications what we see in the internet and the applications what we see on the intranet. Okay, so there will be two kind of applications for each and every organization. Okay, suppose if we want to know the basic things about Citibank, what we'll be doing, we'll be searching about Citibank in Google. So we'll be getting few information about that. And I can able to get this information from any part of the world. Why? Because this application has been kept on internet. Likewise, there will be many internal applications for that organization also. Not only for that, for each and every organization, there will be multiple internal applications. Okay, considering the same example like Citibank, it will be having many internal applications like loan creation portal, account portal, credit card portal, salary management, likewise. So for each and every organization, there will be n number of internal portals. So these internal portals are mainly meant to improve their business. Okay, suppose if you are applying for any credit card, what you will be doing, you will be just putting one query. Okay, inquiry. Then one concerned person will be coming to you. He will be collecting all the necessary documents from you. Okay, and then he will be going back to his own office and he will be start processing there. Why? Because the application what he is using will be accessible only by him and only on his servers. Why? Because he is the employee of that organization. Okay, and he can able to access only from that servers. So that is the internal application which will be running on the internal servers. Only employees who are working in that organization can able to access it. Okay, suppose let us take your college example. When you're studying, what you will be doing? So if I want to know about your college information, I can able to search in the internet. But there will be few other internal applications also used by your college. I cannot able to see that. Why? Because I am the outsider and you are still the student of that particular college. You will be given access to many internal applications like library portal, okay, or bus facility management, or attendance report, okay, likewise. So there will be many internal portals which will be accessible only by those people, and that too only in that servers. You cannot able to open that applications from your home. Okay, you can able to open only from their college servers, and when you are still in the college only. If you just come out of it, you will not be considered as an authorized employee for that. Likewise, so for each and every application, for each and every organization, there will be many internal applications. So each and every internal application will be running on their internal servers, that is called intranet. Okay, it will be running on internal servers. Okay, and these will be accessible only by those employees. So all these applications are meant for improving the business of that organization. Okay, let me quote you one real-time example which will be familiar for all of us. Suppose if you're trying to book one Tatkal ticket, okay, what we will be doing? We will be just sitting in the internet and we will be trying to access one Tatkal ticket at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Okay, when we're trying to book it, so it will be taking almost like 2 to 3 minutes of time for me. So, and after that also I cannot assure whether that will be confirmed ticket or not. So there will be chances of transaction failing as well. Okay, but by the same time, if you go to Tatkal counter directly, okay, in person, if you go to Tatkal counter and ask for a ticket, what they will be doing? They will be issuing the ticket for you in very less time. In less than 10 seconds of time, you will be getting confirmed Tatkal ticket. Why? Because their servers are very, very fast. And the application what they are using will be different to the application what we are using in the internet. Okay, our applications will be very colorful, so it will be loaded with extra stylings. Okay, it should be very meaningful and colorful, right? So it will be loaded with extra stylings, Silverlight technologies, etc. But the application what they are using, those are meant only for the business processing. They are not bothered about the styling part. Their applications will be black and white screen if you ever checked. Okay, why? Because their applications are meant in order to increase the business, that's it. So how many tickets they book that day, those much of business will be increased for them. So those applications are not at all bothered based on the stylings. Those are just meant for improving the business of that organization. Likewise, there will be many internal applications for each and every organization, and these internal applications are meant to increase the business of that organization. So how many credit cards I issue today, those much of business will be improved for me. How many Tatkal tickets I book today, so those much of things. So if I concentrate on the styling and other stuff, then load will be increased, so performance will be decreased. So in order to book one Tatkal ticket, it will be taking 1 minute of time for me instead of 10 seconds. So in turn, I'll be losing much money. Okay, that is the thing. Internal applications are only meant to improve their business, not for the other stuff. Okay, so that is the reason we will be calling these internal applications as business processing applications, as these are meant to improve their business. Okay, so these are called as in business processing applications. And any of the tool, okay, so any of the tool which is used to develop these internal applications are called as a business processing management tool. Okay, so any of the tool which is used to develop this business processing applications is called as a business processing management tool, that is BPM tool. Okay, so finally Pega is one BPM tool which is used to mainly develop internal applications of any organization. Suppose if you take any or government organization like Aadhaar card or the PAN card details or anything, so all the internal applications of our Indian government, everything got automated with Pega tool only. And if we just see the IKEA, there will be many internal applications. One application for the billing, one application for the home delivery, and one application for the order cancelling. So these kind of things, and one application for their salary management. There will be n number of internal applications. All the portals, okay, all the internal applications of IKEA also being developed with Pega only. Okay, government, Australian government applications or Canada government applications, likewise hospitalization, everything. Most of the internal applications are being developed with this Pega tool. This is to improve their business. That is the thing. This will be called as a BPM tool. Okay, So finally, Pega is one BPM tool which is used to develop the internal applications of that particular organization. So with this Pega tool, I can able to develop the main websites also. But all the clients today are recommending or preferring Pega to develop their internal applications only. So that is the reason Pega is still being widely used in order to develop their internal applications apart from external things. Okay. So finally, Pega is one BPM tool which is used to develop internal applications of any organization. Here, right? So considering all this, Pega has made development very easy. Why? Because completely automated. So more than 90% of the code got completely automated with the necessary technologies like HTML from the front end, Java, like DB queries, everything. So each and everything which is responsible or which is necessary to make one or to build one web application is got completely automated. So development made easy with this Pega tool. Okay. Whereas with other BPM tools, you have to write some extra own code on top of it. But with Pega, this is considered as a low code platform. Why? Because there will be very extra low code that has to be written. So this is called as a low code platform tool also. Why? Because development is made very easy, automated. Okay. Apart from this, Pega also provides something called reporting. So that is one of the advantage from the client perspective. So if city organization is using Pega to develop their applications, that will one of the advantage for them will be like reporting. So what is reporting? We'll discuss now. So for each and every application, so it might be built with Pega or some other technologies also. For each and every web application, there will be something called reporting. So what is reporting? Okay, whatever the data they have, it has to be visualized in some pictorial representation. Suppose if I want to see all the Tatkal tickets booked today, or if I want to see all the credit cards issued today, okay, what I will be doing? I'll be having all the necessary data in my database in the raw form. In the raw, I'll be having raw data in the database. And if I want to see the confirmed tickets in one pictorial representation or cancelled tickets in one another way or booked tickets, likewise, if I want to have the necessary data in some pictorial representation, either in the bar charts or in the pie graphs, okay, or tabular form, likewise, whatever the necessary visualization you want to make with the necessary data, you can able to go for reporting. So reporting is a concept where I can able to visualize the existing data. So for that, what actually we use is Tableau. So Tableau is one such tool. So using this Tableau, I can able to visualize the existing data from my database. Okay, so with this Tableau, we can able to visualize. But with Pega, you need not purchase any Tableau tool for this. You need not purchase any license for the Tableau. Why? Because Pega has already included with reporting. So whatever the necessary visualization what we want to do, that is completely there in Pega, and we need not hire any extra developer also. Without Pega, if you are going with other technologies, what we have to do for the data visualization or the reporting, I have to purchase one more tool called Tableau. Okay, and we have to hire one more developer. From the client perspective, they have to hire one more developer and they have to purchase one more tool, Tableau. But with this Pega, if the client can able to purchase this Pega tool, even reporting is also completely included. We need not again purchase for secondary or third party tools. Clear, right? So reporting is also completely included. And apart from this, Pega also provides third integrations. Okay, integrating with the third party applications. So whatever the application I am constructing with this Pega tool, it has to integrate with the third party applications. Then only I can able to get data from there. Okay, so there will be scenarios where I have to integrate. So I'll tell you one real-time example. Suppose if you are going on a bike or car, one policeman will be stopping you. What he will be doing? He will be collecting your vehicle number. So based on that vehicle number, he can able to retrieve, okay, your insurance details as well as your pollution details. Okay, so the application what he is using in his mobile will be like a government RTO application. Okay, and the details what he is getting like insurance, it will be from a third party insurance provider like HDFC Life Insurance or SBI Life Insurance, etc. So the details what they are getting it from there here will be like from insurance third party provider. Okay, so these two applications are not related, but even then we can able to integrate with the third party application and can able to get the data. So there will be many scenarios like this. So whatever the application we are developing has to be integrated with the third party application, and we have to send the request and response. So that is also made very easy and secure in Pega. Okay, suppose if we go to one Citibank and ask for a credit card, what they will be doing, they will not be issuing as it is. So they will be asking for the PAN card number. So based on the PAN card number, they will be just checking about your CIBIL score. So if your CIBIL score is good, then they will be issuing the credit card. If not, they will be rejecting. So how they will be getting the CIBIL score data? Actually, CIBIL score data will be maintained by the government application. So government will be having this in their database, not the Citibank or HDFC Bank. Okay, so as soon as Citibank is sending one request to the CIBIL application, that is like government application as a PAN card as a request, then it is integrating with the third party application and it is getting the data from there. Okay, so irrespective of backend technologies what we are using, we have to integrate well. So let me explain this point again. Suppose the Citibank application what I am using is being constructed on Pega. So Pega meaning backend technology is Java only, right? Why? Because this is automated on Pega, sorry, Java, known for us. And I'm trying to integrate with the third party application that is like CIBIL. So what is CIBIL doing? It is integrating and it is sending back the response, like CIBIL score as 740 or 780, likewise anything. Okay, so that CIBIL application might be developed on any other technologies. It might be using .NET in their backend. Okay, so what might be the backend technologies? We are using Java and they might be using .NET or any other thing. So what might be the backend technologies? We have to integrate with the third party application and has to get the data. So that is made very easy and secure with this Pega. Okay, so integrations is also made very easy. Okay, and apart from this, so apart from all this, what are all this? So it provides integrations well, it provides reporting well, and it is also making development very easy, okay, with more secure. So considering all these advantages, all the clients are being attracted for this Pega only in order to develop their applications. Apart from this, it also provides something called versioning. Okay, if you are working somewhere, then you might be knowing about this concept. If you don't know also, let me tell you. Okay, so what is versioning? So Pega also provides versioning. Versioning meaning whatever the code we develop today. Suppose I'm creating few rules and developing my code for the time sake. So once I develop, I have to pass this for the testing team. So once they give the sign off, it will be moved to the QA, then after production, likewise. So these will be phases of each and every project. Okay, so whatever the code I'm developing has to be passed to the QA team as well. Then after it has to be passed to the UAT team, then after to the production team. So the same code has to be pointed to different environments. So development environment or QA environment, like this. So in order to point the same code to the different environments, we have to go for versioning. Versioning meaning same code will be versioned into different ways. Version 1, version 2, version 3, likewise. So version 1 will be pointed to QA team, version 2 will be given to UAT team, version 3 will be pointed to production, likewise. So our code will be versionized into different forms and it will be pointed. So this is common thing in each and every project, not only with Pega. Okay, code has to be versionized. So when we are working with versions and rule set, we'll be discussing in detail, no issues. So in order to have this versioning with other technologies, they have to purchase one more license for them. That is like Team Foundation Server. One such is Team Foundation Server. So that is the thing where we can able to versionize our existing code. Okay, but with Pega, we need not purchase any of the extra tool for that, and we need not hire any of the admin to maintain that. Clear, right? Just like in Tableau, we can able to avoid that tool along with the developer also. We need not purchase extra developer. From the client perspective, these are like an advantageous one. In order, if they are hiring extra developer, they have to pay for him also. Okay, so Pega provides reporting, versioning, okay, and development made easy, integrations, everything. So considering all this, Pega is providing end-to-end solution to the customer or the client. Okay, so once the client is preferring Pega to develop their applications, he need not rely on any other tools. Everything got completely automated. Okay, so starting from design to till the deployment, everything got completely included, like versioning, reporting, integrations, everything. So if they just purchase this tool, they will be getting in whole package. That is the thing, and everything got completely automated. So development time also is taking less. Okay, suppose if I want to develop one website with Pega and without Pega, let us consider. So if I'm not using this Pega tool to develop one sample website, okay, to develop one website, so I need to have few developers for the front end and few developers for Java, okay, and few for database and few for Tableau and one for versioning, okay, and one for deployment and one for reporting likewise, and one for database, okay. So these many developers I need to have. I need to have almost like 20-member team, let us say. So, and if I'm trying to develop the same website in 1 year of time, so with this 20-member team, I'm taking 1 year to develop one website. But with Pega, as I told you, one developer can able to do what all other developers are doing. So one Pega developer can able to do what front-end developer is doing, one Java developer what he's doing, and one database developer likewise. He can able to replace each and every person. Okay. So instead of we having 20-member team there, we can able to just have 5-member team here with Pega. So 5 Pega developers are enough in order to do the same work. Okay, instead of we having a 20-member team, here 5-member team is enough. So client is enough to pay only for 5 members instead of paying for 20 members. Okay, and the work what we are doing there, it is taking almost like 1 year of time. But here with Pega, it will be taking only less than 10% of time. That is like within 2 months or so, we can able to complete with this 5-member team. So resource count is getting down and development time is also less. So these two will be very, very advantageous from client perspective. So one Pega developer can able to replace all these developers. In order to design one sample website, I need not have 20-member team. I can just have 5-member team. That is enough for me. From the client perspective, I'm talking. Okay, so this is the biggest advantage from the client. Considering all these examples, all these advantages, all the clients are being attracted to Pega only today. So all the applications mostly, so in the insurance sector or the healthcare sector or the banking sector or the retail or the government sector, everything. So most of the things are getting automated with this Pega only. Why? Because this is completely automated tool and we need not write anything extra on top of it. We have to just make use of it. So that is the challenge in Pega. Okay, so we have to just understand the logic and we have to make use of the existing logic. That's it. We need not write any extra Java code here. Okay, so understanding in Pega is important rather than creating or introducing. So all the clients are being attracted to Pega, and that is the reason market, there is a huge market in Pega today. So any part of the world you go, so software will be bit less, demand of the software will be bit less in the Mid Eastern countries. So even there also there is huge demand in Pega today. So you go to Dubai or somewhere, so other technologies will be very less. So even then there also Pega is having huge demand. So that is the demand we have in Pega from the entire world. Okay, and coming to the salaries wise, so as I told you, one developer can able to replace multiple developers. So that is the reason Pega developer will be paid high in the market. Okay, he will be paid around $40 per hour in India. If the person is directly working under a client, he will be paid around $40 per hour. Okay, in US, the same person has to be paid around, not only US, in the main client location. So he has to be paid around $80 per hour. So one Pega developer has to be paid like $80 per hour. So earlier, before this, Java used to be highest. It will be like $40 per hour. But now with this Pega, they are paying around $80 per hour if you are directly working under client. Okay, but in India there will not be such case. Will not be directly working under client. We'll be working in some consultancy companies, either TCS or CTS, Capgemini. So these are all the consultancy companies where we are not directly working with the client. So they will be taking some portion and they will be paying based on your talent. Okay, so if you are getting or if you are directly moving under the client, you will be paid huge. You'll be paid around $40 per hour. Okay, with that $80, what they has to pay for the on-site person. Okay, in on-site, one client has to be paid like $80 per hour one person. instead of maintaining one person there for the same cost like $80 per hour, they can able to maintain 2 to 3 developers in India. Correct, right? With that $80 in India, they can able to maintain 2 to 3 developers. So the same amount of work, sorry, for the same amount of money, they are getting 3 times extra work. So instead of maintaining one resource in the on-site, they can able to have 3 resources in the offshore. So 3 times of extra work they are getting by with the same amount of money. That is the reason, yeah, whole Pega market is being moved to offshore only, that too mainly in India. So there are huge number of opportunities today. So if we just join Pega, it will be like in next 6 months you will be becoming gem if you practice or if you get well. Okay, so then if you try to move to the direct client company, you will be getting huge out of it. And with this Pega tool, as I told you, there is no coding at all. That is the advantage from our perspective, and that is also the advantage from the client prospect also. Why? Because if there is anything that has to be coded on top of it, it will be taking enough time. So it will be taking 1 year of time. Considering 1 month to 1 year, it is a very long period. So automation getting favor from client perspective as well as from the employee prospect also, resource prospect. And if we join today, the scope of this Pega will be like next 10 to 15 years for sure. Why? Because all the projects are being automated. So all the clients are looking for the automated tools only in order to develop. No one is hiring, or no client is looking in order to develop their websites using this Java or .NET. So traditional technologies is getting degraded day by day in comparison with this Pega, or not only Pega, in comparison with this BPM tools. So for the next 10 to 15 years, for sure, you will be in the best place if we just trust or rely on Pega. That's for sure. Why? Because the project what I am currently working on has been started in 2002. Okay, so it's been like 20 years completed in Pega only. Okay, even we have a huge requirement to hire few people. So from here onwards, from the next 15 years, there will be for sure huge demand. So that is the thing. Okay, for next 10 to 15 years, there will be huge demand in the market, and maybe by chance, maybe after that also, if you are getting something like an recession, you will not be hired, sorry, you will not be fired. Why? Because all the projects which are already developed with this Pega needs support. Okay, if they are getting any issues, what they will be doing? They cannot able to do anything without Pega developers, without the technical persons. Clients cannot able to do anything. So that is the reason. So we can able to have it like in production support also. So whatever the applications we are developing, once the development is completely done, we need to have something like a production support team. Okay, so there also Pega developers will be there likewise. Okay, for the next 10 to 15 years, there will be huge demand in the market. So no other tool or no other thing will be giving you this much of scope. Okay, even if you are having huge demand in Pega, also sorry, in Java also, so you will be getting less opportunities in compared to Pega. Why? Because Java people, okay, people who got complete knowledge on Java, they will be hired to develop these kind of tools, but they will not be hired to develop any kind of applications. Understanding, right? So in order to develop the web applications, we will be using tools only. That is the biggest advantage from the client perspective. And in order to develop these tools, so in order to design or in order to develop this Pega tool or the Salesforce tools, they will be hiring the core developers. So in comparison, the demand for the core developers will be less compared to the number of applications what we have in the market now. So there will be huge projects looking for Pega, and there will be very less projects looking for Java developers or any other core developers. That is the thing happening in the market now. Okay, so these are all the competitors of Pega. As I told you, there are many BPM tools in the market like Salesforce, Appian, Oracle, TIBCO. So these are all the things. Out of all which, there is no equal competitor for Pega. Why? Because no other tool is equally automated. So Pega is like almost like 90% of the code got automated. But any of these tools, not even 60% automation done. So if you're taking Salesforce, you have to write your own code on top of it. Okay, at least like 30% you have to write your own code. But in Pega, you should not be writing any other code. If you are trying to access, or if you're trying to, or if you want to write also, you should be providing justification. Why are you writing? Why? Because performance issues will be coming. So if you don't want to write, sorry, if you want to write also, you need not write. Okay, so that is the reason there is no equal competitor for Pega. Okay, so none of the other BPM tools in the market are equally automated or not, or equally automated, competitive. Understood, right? So if you just rely on Pega today, you can able to be top in the market for next 10 to 15 years. Why? Because no other BPM tool is trying to compete with this Pega tool. Okay. And coming to the certifications in Pega, so we'll be having 3 level of certifications. That is like CSA, CSSA, and LSA. CSA being the beginner level, and LSA will be like in bit advanced, and sorry, CSSA will be like in bit advanced, LSA will be the lead. Okay, so these 3 level of certifications are very important. Okay, based on these certifications only, or based on these certifications only, your experience level will be decided. Suppose if you consider, suppose if you are an LSA, okay, even then you are having 6 years of Pega knowledge or experience. If you are having only CSA certified, you will be considered as a beginner only. Why? Because certifications will be deciding your experience level. If you have 1 year of experience in Pega, but you are still CWS experienced certified, then you will be considered as in second level. Okay, next advanced level. So the certification levels will be deciding the level of Pega you are. Okay, so apart from the certifications, there will be some other certifications also, like Pega UI specialist, Pega decision making, okay, Pega business architect, Pega robotics, like this. There will be many other things, but this will be as a secondary. So these 3 are primary, and you have to be certified in this, and you can able to be having certified in other also, but these will be the primary things. Okay, these 3 are the major things where you will be where your experience will be showcased on it. Clear, right? So I think we have answered many questions in your mind, like what is Pega, why Pega, so who can able to access this Pega, like this. We can able to get each and everything. So do you have any other doubts? Any kind of doubts, fine.